Terry Scrimmer from the American Competitive Trail Horse Association. And the title of our show today is Riding in the Rain. What do you mean riding in the rain with all this sun? But I'd like to introduce you to some good friends of mine. This is Nancy Swearingen and Terry Swearingen, and they make Muddy Creek raincoats. So tell us how Muddy Creek got started, Nancy.
Well, it's a good story. I had been riding across Michigan for 250 miles in about 10 days for the umpteenth time. We've done it many, many times. And
Michigan noted for its fine weather.
Yes, yes, land of bad weather. And was looking for a career change. I'd worked in advertising for 15 years and was just burned out. And I was just riding along, and we're trying to figure out what my next thing would be. And I thought, what if we could make a raincoat that people would really love, that really worked, that breathed, that was lightweight, that actually covered the whole saddle and you and half your horse. So we decided that day that we would start a company, and I gave myself 10 months to get myself out of the other job into the new thing, and I planned and saved, and the next year we started it, and that was 8 years ago now, and it's just gone crazy.
And this is a very similar kind of a wonderful, this feels like you're wearing silk, by the way. I mean, it
is nice.
It's a flowing, beautiful fabric. Can you tell us what makes this fabric what it is? And
well, it is the same technology as Gore-Tex invented, which makes it amazingly lightweight, breathable, and waterproof all at once, which is just amazing, really, if you think about how that works. But it acts like your skin, so it has a million tiny pores in it that allow moisture vapor to go out through the coat, but not allow water droplets to come in. So all that heat that collects under your horse when you're riding in your coat, it just goes straight out, and you can wear this coat all day in any kind of weather and not sweat in it.
We all know that I am a fashionista, and take a look at this. Is it possible to look good in a raincoat? I mean, who goes out there, rides in the rain, and says, I'm going to look fabulous in my raincoat? Well, I'm here to tell you, is this a raincoat or is this a raincoat? This is a wonderful coat, and it's, it's made of a fabulous fabric. We're all familiar with Gore-Tex. When Gore-Tex first came out, and riding raincoats were kind of rubber or plastic, and they were horrible. I mean, because you sweated in them, and this is a breathable, soft, wonderful fabric. I mean, this thing is really roomy. It flares out.
Yep.
It totally covers the horse. This is, as far as sizing goes, I'm in a medium. I'm short. I'm a diminutive woman. And this is a medium, and it's very flowing on me. So,
yes. I would pick that size for you because you might, when in Colorado, you might want to wear your winter coat under it.
Right.
Which is when you absolutely want it to be big enough. When it is 40 and raining and hail or whatever, you want to be warm under there too, not just dry, but you want to be warm. So, we make it roomy for that. It's also roomy in the length department because, who wants to have wet ankles? Most raincoats are really short.
And I don't want the rain going down my
right.
boots.
So we made it to go all the way down to your ankles and cover you completely.
Right.
And it covers all the way over the front of your saddle and all the way halfway down the back end of your horse. So all that water just runs away from you, and you get off your horse at the end of the day completely dry and happy.
Right. Now, do you make other products like gloves and?
Well, we sell gloves, but we don't make them. We have found a really awesome pair of waterproof riding gloves that it's hard to find those, but we did find a pair. They're on our website, and I don't leave home without that either, because it's nice to be dry everywhere, not just your whole body, but when your hands are wearing those leather gloves, they get soaked. Oh, it's just awful feeling. So it's nice to have the waterproof gloves. We also make a really nice pair of long chaps, rain chaps, that are interestingly 2 individual leggings that slide on each leg. They hook on your belt loop, and you don't feel them on you at all because they don't go around you anywhere. You just ride on your pants, kind of. And again, same great fabric, lightweight, breathable, waterproof. If you have a shorter coat on and those leggings, awesome combination.
What we're going to talk about right now is how to desensitize your horse to a raincoat. And this is little Peterbilt, and he certainly had his share of raincoats around him. But the first thing you want to do is basically show the raincoat to your horse. And he might want to nibble on it a little bit, but you know, he's really not afraid of it, and I don't think your horse will be either. But you want to touch him and rub him and let him know, and just pet him with the raincoat. That's a boy, Petey. Yes, good boy. And let it crinkle. These don't crinkle very much. They don't really make a lot of sound, but you know, touch him all over. And just, you know, kind of pet him with it like it was a rub rag. And then maybe we'll just let it drape over him. See, Peter? It doesn't hurt. And basically, this is what you want to do before you ever try to put one on in the rain. You want to get your horse used to this by showing it to him and rubbing it on him and laying it over the saddle and letting him know that, you know, he's in no danger from this raincoat. And now we're going to show you how to mount properly with a raincoat on.
Okay, so here's a safe way to mount a horse in a big raincoat. It's got a two-way zipper, so we're going to unzip it from the bottom and swing it over your hip so it's out of the way. Got the rein in the mane. And just swing up and pull it out from under you. Unzip it again, clear my legs away, and swing everything over to the left.
All right, and that was a beautiful dismount. Notice that she took both feet out of the stirrups when she landed, because that's a nice, safe way to land, especially when you're on uneven terrain.
Right.
Another, you know, important thing, in Colorado, the interesting thing is, and these trees don't exist everywhere, but in Colorado, you want to head for the aspen trees because they have an underground network and they kind of act like a lightning rod. But if you don't have those kinds of trees in a lightning storm, what you want to do is dismount. Get off your horse, because horses do attract lightning. So you want to tie your horse up someplace low, and maybe with a big grouping of trees or bushes, and certainly not under one lone tree.
Right.
That's not where you want to be. But you want to tie your horse up, get him as low as possible, into maybe a grouping of small trees, where he has some protection. You've got your Muddy Creek on, so you're going to be just fine.
Yep.
You know, but get away from your horse. Your horse is wearing metal shoes, and he attracts lightning. So you don't want to be the highest thing on top of your horse or standing next to him. Another, you know, important thing is, and I notice you guys have these tags in your horse. Should it happen that you would be in a national forest and get separated from your horse, an important thing is to have a name tag into the mane of that horse, not on the tack necessarily, because tack can get lost, come off, get ripped off, but put a name tag onto your horse so that you know, if you and that horse part company, somebody may find that horse for you.
Right.
So now we're going to get on our horses with our great Muddy Creek raincoats and show you how it's done. All right.
Well, that was another wonderful special, Carrie. I really enjoyed it, learned a lot about that. I didn't know that stuff about the aspen trees. That's pretty cool. As we say goodbye to our good friends, Terry and Nancy, and we bid them adieu from Texas. We're so glad they stopped by to see us, and we hope to see them down the trail real soon. Hopefully we can get them snuckered up to Colorado and do this again. And but it's been real fun, and we can't thank Muddy Creek enough for all their wonderful gifts they've given our riders. Our members love Muddy Creek rain gear. I love them. So have a great day.
Stay warm and dry.
Stay warm and dry. So we say goodbye to the Swearingens. Shane! Shane, come back, Shane!
Taking your dog with us.
Weather, what is the